This is a WPC power driver board. I'm gonna make this video to precede what'll be the final video on this board repair. I wanted to show, I'm seeing this more and more, this cap here, 100 microfarad cap, it has a tendency to leak, and you can see that trace all the way up to the 12-volt regulator is corroded. And you can see some greenies on the side of the LM339 there also, so that's got to come out, plus those 7 discrete parts to the right of it, and clean that up. Then you can also see in these traces here some corrosion. It's eaten across the trace all the way over to here. Get the glare out of that. And you can see this corrosion between U1 and U2. So U1 is going to have to come out, and then we'll clean up that corrosion and coat those traces and get this baby back in action. I'm going to have to take the fuse holder out so I can get around that pretty easily. So after removing U1, you can see that corrosion has gotten underneath the chip, and so I need to clean all that up along with these other traces and get a socket in there. WhiteWater game, power driver board came in from another game. I don't remember which game. Maybe it was WhiteWater also. Client indicated that it was resetting, and it needed a little more rehab than the client originally thought. You can see that the cap there, I've replaced it now, but that's C2, and it leaks. And you can see that all the bare copper, it's not actually bare because I can formal coat it, but where you can see the bare copper is where corrosion existed and was preventing this from working properly. It was causing F115 to blow. The corrosion had gotten onto the LM339, so the zero cross wasn't working. There's a whole bunch of things not quite right with this seemingly pretty good working MPU or driver board. So what did I do? I replaced this connector, this power input connectors, this is the power output connector, and the 3 GI connectors. I replaced all those, plus C5, C4 right in the middle. C2 abated the alkaline corrosion. The top trace, which is the chip enable for U1, was corroded nearly through. I put a backup jumper on the back of the board just so the client would have no further problems with this board. So let's get the game back together. And I just got through playing a game. Everything was working fine. But let's get it into test. And solenoid test. You'll be able to hear each solenoid firing just like this. I'll get it running. Okay, so all that's working. And I'm going to skip the flasher test for now. I have LEDs in this game, so the GI looks a little hinky, but each of the strings of GI is independently dimmable. That's a problem on some driver boards. Let's do the all lamp test. Everything working fine there. Lamp and flashers. I like this test because you can test the flashers and the lamps at the same time. You can see all the flashers going off and all the flashers being lit up here periodically. And that's it for all of those tests. We can test Bigfoot. Let's see. Bigfoot goes in both directions. And those optos are working fine. There we go. Dennis Nordman says, "Rawr." So this driver board is working perfectly now, so I'm going to get it back to the client. I thank you so much for sending it.